Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, Barak the YAHAWAH, Barak the YAHAWASHI, Barak the YAHAWAH, Barak the YAHAWASHI, Barak the YAHAWAH, Barak the YAHAWASHI. Call Elohim La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors Apostle GREATMILLSTONE. Shalom to hopeful legs, brother, your call with a lesson. And this is a vision I just had. Literally, like, I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. And basically, like I said, I'm just coming down from that. I mean, man, it was okay. So basically, I just want to go straight into the lesson, man. I'm gonna start off Isaiah 59:19. It says, "So shall they fear the Lord, name of the Lord, YAHAWASHI from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord YAHAWASHI shall lift up a standard against him." Man, okay, and so like I'm trying to calm down. Whenever I get these different visions, sometimes like I get emotional, my tears start coming in my eyes. So let me try to calm down. But basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it, man. Basically, I had a vision about Jacob's trouble and basically about the spiritual power. Basically, what happened was it was kind of like a normal day. I was taking my brother to work. I'm in the car. We got he's in the passenger seat. We was talking, and basically we saw a bunch of it's like it's 6 o'clock a.m. I mean, like tired as hell, but it's like if you're yawning. But basically, I was taking my brother to work, right? So it was a normal day, light outside, bunch of cars on the freeway. And all of a sudden, I'm going, like, you know how on the freeway is different directions. You know, you got one going this way, one going the other way. And basically, in the lane I'm going in, it's supposed to be going forward. All of a sudden, we know there's a bunch of cars coming backwards. So I'm weaving them. I'm moving through, right? Me and my brother, like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are these cars coming back this way? And then he told me, slow down. I can see something. We're gonna look. And basically, it was hella troops all over the freeway, man. I'm talking about, like, literally, it was, I remember specifically they had a black vest. I mean, they were wearing all black, like black vests, black bulletproof vests, black helmets, bulletproof helmets, had a bunch of ARs, machine guns. They had helicopters flying on the freeway, and they was just, I mean, they was come run up on all the cars, making people put their hands up. And I don't know what they were checking for, but whatever they was taking people to the car. I remember specifically they took out this Edomite. They took this Edomite out of his car and they made him strip, and they tested something or whatever, and they just blew him away, man. I mean, he tried to fight back or something. They just blew him down, man. I remember they took this one Edomite out the car and started beating the shit out of him. I mean, it was like so much going on. That's why I read the scripture, Isaiah 59:19. It says, shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, YAHAWASHI from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun, when enemies shall come in like a flood. Because they came in like a flood. Like, bro, this is why brothers keep saying, brothers having, yes, recently that sister, it's like woman had a dream of that, it's like, man, delivering her from troops, he had the spiritual power. Like, bro, like, the reason the Lord is giving us these visions, bro, that Esau's about to come roll hard, man. Like, Revelation 12:12, the devil shall come down having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. And that scripture cannot be emphasized enough. Like, he's going to come with a force. Like, he's going to send so many of these goddamn troops at one time. It's just going to be like, see, these jakes think I can just get a gun. I'm gonna defend myself, my family. I'm gonna be cool. Like, bro, it's gonna be too much going on. Like, it was like an override of my brain. Like, what's the word I'm looking? It was like overwhelming. That's exactly what it is. That's why it says coming like a flood. A flood is what, like, overwhelming. It's just too much coming at you at one time. And that's exactly what was going on. It was just so many troops. And eventually got to our car and we put our hands up. And basically, like I said before, I was hoping, praying in my head, how about YAHAWASHI, waiting for the Lord to deliver. I'm waiting to see what the Lord gonna do. And basically, they checked. They looked at us. They checked to see if we had any weapons or whatever. And then they moved on to the next car. But then they eventually came. They were still like in an area, so we couldn't just start driving again. They were gonna shoot the car up. But basically what happened was my brother, he just said fuck it. He got the car and the Lord gave him power, and he's had super strength. He started beating the shit about other troops. Like, he like literally grabbed him, like, you understand, like superhuman strength. Like, he literally grabbed the back of his vest, lifted him up in the air with one hand, started slamming him to the ground. Like, bro, it was like crazy. So after he beat down those troops that were in our area, and it was still a helicopter, so he got back in the car and we sped off through this tunnel. Okay, further down the freeway, we kept going down the freeway, and basically the vision fast forward. So it's like, if I'm not explaining everything good enough, but Lord, one, I'm just making sense. But nevertheless, so after we escaped out of there, the Lord delivered us in that situation. So eventually, fast forward, and I remember it was a brother specifically. I remember the elder Kazak from GMS, Mississippi. It was me and him inside BJ's. You know how like stores, the big warehouse stores like Sam's Club, BJ's, etc. They have like a bunch of big bulk of things for like a good deals. So we was in BJ's. I remember it was me and him specifically, and we were we were we had went to BJ's to look for food. We were basically like scavenging for food. At this point, we didn't have the car anymore, so I don't know like what was going on in between the visions. But nevertheless, we were in BJ's, right, and we came there looking for scavenging for food. And basically, what happened was we had went in there. And basically, like, I guess Esau said he's going to set up troops at those certain areas, etc., because they understand that people are going to be looking for food, people are going to be desperate, and he's going to be enforcing his microchip, man. It's going to be just all out hell breaking loose. So basically, we went in there, and it was them troops again, with them troops with them bulletproof. I remember they had bulletproof helmets and bulletproof and bulletproof vests. They had like a bunch of military gear on, etc. And they all had ARs. They were stationed. They basically had people there as hostages, whatever, right? So at first, we were just trying to avoid them. We were just trying to move through the store, get the food we needed together. Then eventually, we had split up. And then eventually, I was like cornered. It was like two, like I said, for the troops like patrolling. We had to like evade them. So what happened was eventually, I started praying to the Lord. I was like, how about YAHAWASHI? Like, let me know. I was basically like asking the Lord to what's the word I'm trying to use? Not like omnipotency, basically, but I wanted to be able to see through like the different like I said before, you go in stores like Sam's Club, BJ's, they have them big huge metal things, all them pallets on it, have all the food stocked up. So I could hear them walking, I could kind of see them a little bit, but I couldn't know exactly where they were. I was trying to avoid them. So I asked the Lord basically to let me see through the pallets, and let me see through the different aisles in the store, so that I could see which way the direction it was going, and I could just it also increased my discernment. So I was basically what the Lord did was he basically like heightened my senses, whatever. I could tell exactly what direction they was looking at, which way they was about to go, kind of read their thoughts, so to speak. And I was still being able to evade them. They got to a point where I don't know if they called for backup, cause I don't know what, if they thought someone saw us or something, because they called for backup. It was more troops, and then eventually got to the point where eventually the Lord had to give us power, because I remember this troop, he's looking at the aisle, so I'm moving, I'm looking down the aisle, he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do, and then he just pulls up his gun at me and starts shooting. I'm like, he's shooting, but then I look down and I see I'm not penetrated, so none of the bullets hit me. It's like I'm trying to remember all the points in the dream, like I said before, I just had it like 10 minutes ago, but nevertheless, so he's shooting at me, none of the bullets hit me. Like, bro, none of the bullets are penetrating me. Like, none of the bullets are hurting at all. So at that point, I realized, oh shit, like, how about he's with me, I was like, like 100% sure, because brothers always have faith now, but like, it's nothing like seeing, like seeing something like so marvelous like that. Like, again, like I said before, I quoted that Israelite woman. She had a dream, about the brother having spiritual power and deliver her from those troops that was trying to ravish her. Hey. Like, bro, it was crazy, bro. Like, I was completely bulletproof. So then then I remember I put my hand up, and basically like energy blast was coming out of my hand. Like, after I saw that the Lord was like real, I knew 100% the Lord was with me. Like, the bulletproofs was just, except for I was completely bulletproof, the bullets was just bouncing off me. They weren't penetrating my body or nothing. It didn't even hurt. Like, it was literally like it basically like you trying to shoot Superman. So basically what happened was I had the Lord like increased my faith on a whole nother level. Like, I just knew I could do anything. Like, I just stuck my hand up, and the energy blast started coming out of my hand. I started shooting on the troops. So eventually I started going around the store, just cleaning the troops out, so that way we could just get our food in peace, man. And then I looked at Elder Kazak, he had the power too. I remember at one point we was like I said, we was putting all the troops down, was putting them down, put them to death, okay, put them to flight, and with the spiritual power, we used a bunch of different things. Like I said before, at one point I had hit this troop, and I was like, we had again super strength. I punched this troop so hard that he had flew down. He had flew like I said before, under near one of those, again, like I said before, if you go into stores like Sam's Club and BJ, you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, them huge metal racks, okay, in there with all the pallets on it. Basically, I had punched him hard as fuck. He landed near one, and then what happened was I had used spiritual power. Like I said, for the Lord, how the Lord's going to do this, Akim, bro, he's going to increase our faith to a whole new level. Literally, like the scriptures tell you, nothing shall be impossible unto thee. Let me get another scripture, man. This is John 14th chapter, man. John 14:12, it says, verily is the YAHAWASHI talking. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. if you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it, man. So that's exactly what's gonna happen. I was asking, like I said before, when I was in the gym, I prayed to YAHAWASHI, he delivered me. He came through, man. He really, YAHAWASHI is a man of his word. He's really gonna give men, you faithful men, you men who really do this work, who truly believe, who cast off the world, man, who really believe in this thing. The Lord's gonna give us power, man. The Lord's not gonna leave us out here in the worst time in history. Daniel 12:1, a time like never before. I tell you what, it says that everyone shall be saved. Everyone shall be saved, written in the book, roughly paraphrasing, man. The Lord's not gonna leave us out here just destitute through, man. The Lord gonna be with his men, dealing with his men, man. Okay, except for it, as well as the women. The Lord gonna have the men have it set up, or the women run into the men, etc., etc. Like the sister, like the Israelite woman had a dream, like I keep quoting, a couple of days ago. That was a heavy vision, man. That brother came, I don't know what brother it was, but a brother from GMS came and delivered her, And basically, like I said before, the Lord's he gonna set it up where the elect are gonna be good, man. Okay, like I said before, we was going through the store getting food, but nevertheless, going back to the vision, okay, I punched dude super hard. Like I said, I had like super strength, man. Like it was like one hit was hard, like he flew across the room, right? So after he fell, I used spiritual politics. That's why I read John 14. It says, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go into my Father. I literally was just manipulating the elements or whatever, and I broke the metal. Like I was in my head envisioning it and used my hand, and I broke the metal, and the whole thing, like that huge aisle, the huge metal rackets fell on them, man. Okay, and then we just went through the rest of the store, and then I had looked, and Elder Kazak, he got power, and he started putting shit down as well, man. Okay, he's like, except for we had energy blasts coming out of our hand, we was like literally punching, like literally, like we were completely bulletproof. Like it was nothing you could do. I remember specifically this happened next, because except for it was like, remember I said, you remember. Like I'm trying to explain everything about this vision, like I said, I didn't have time to write this down or nothing. I didn't want to forget it. So I literally, it's 6 a.m. right now. I literally just woke up 10 minutes ago, just went and recorded this video, man. So Salakia, bear with me, but nevertheless, because he got power too, and we basically said we was putting everything down. And you remember when we first went in there, it was like a couple troops in there, and they had like people hostages, like they had like men, children, women, it was everything. And then basically they were watching us, and me and Elder Kazak was putting all the troops down. And then I remember a bunch of women, it was trying to come up to us. I remember it wasn't just Israelite women. I mean, it was like Edomite women, Ishmaelite women, like literally every nation of women just asking us to help them and asking if they can follow us, basically. Like, that movie, The Book of Eli. I remember specifically, Elder Kazak said this. I remember specifically, he looked at the woman, he said, look, you gonna have to, he pointed at me and said, look, you gonna have to ask him, because I'm not dealing with none of you women. He just ran and went, and he kept getting food. And after that, we was about to get out of there, man. So, and that reminds me of what the scriptures, Isaiah 32, because these women about to get humbled, man. These women are at the highest form of their pride right now. That's Isaiah 32:2, and a man, okay, this time on the elect man, the Israelite man, a man who's serving YAHAWASHI in sincerity and truth, man. The men of great millstone, the men who follow them, man. It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Yeah, like literally, they literally were all in there watching us just put all these troops down. Like, bro, it was literally nothing. Like, it got to the point where we were basically like laughing at them. Like, literally, like we were complete bulletproof. Okay, like I said, we had energy coming out of our hands. It was more powers as well. I'm trying to remember. We had like fire. Like, bro, we was doing so much. Like I said before, like it was like the Lord like tapped into our. I can't explain it, but like how about Shmuel? He like tapped into our spirit. Like I remember he heightened my senses. Like I said, I could see through stuff. I could hear. I could know exactly like based on what direction he's in, what he's about to do next. Like basically, could like read his thoughts and see in the future. Like, bro, it was crazy. Like the type. It's like I'm not explaining it good enough, but like, bro, like the Lord is gonna turn our spirits up, basically, man. Let me go and get that. These women gonna want to cleave, man. And we saw in the vision, the sister, she got delivered by a brother in the truth. Hey, these women, hey, they gonna see these mighty feasts the Lord gonna have us out here doing, man. They gonna want to cleave, man. And that pride they got now is gonna be humbled. It's Isaiah 41:13 says, for the Lord YAHAWASHI, that power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. So don't fear, man. That's the thing, like, bro, don't fear. The times we come in, YAHAWASHI, he's gonna lift up that standard, man. Best believe that, man. The Lord may try you for a second, he's gonna lift up that standard. Like I said before, man, I didn't get touched. I mean, we had to sneak around. It was anxiety. I was kind of nervous at first, but after the Lord gave me that power, I was good, man. We was praising the Lord, saying, call Lord YAHAWASHI. It says, so it says, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Yasharallah. Okay, you men of Yasharallah, don't fear, man. The Lord's gonna give, for brothers out there, and I don't have any kids personally, I don't have a family. For you brothers out there, I know that may be a thought in the back of brothers' heads, like, man, how am I going to defend my little ones? How am I going to defend my wife, from these damn troops? Like, what am I going to do? The Lord's going to lift up a standard, man. If you just put all your faith, put all your trust in YAHAWASHI, man, the Lord is going to lift that standard up, man. Isaiah 41:14 says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, being men of Yasharallah. I will help thee, save YAHAWASHI, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff." Man, that's exactly what it is. And ultimately, the scriptures, mountains and hills represent, different government power structure. And this government, this beast system was about to come down on us hard, man. Well, that was another thing I want to mention in the dream. They was coming after everybody. I mean, it didn't matter what you look like. I mean, this NWO, when the Lord puts the spirit on this devil, the Revelation 12:12, come down with great wrath. He sends these different troops out here, these different mercenaries, etc. Man, they didn't care who you were. They was blasting down Edomites. They was blasting down Israelites. But I remember they specifically wanted Israelites. Like, if you looked like a typical Israelite look, like woolly hair, melanated skin, man, they was gunning your ass down, bro. Okay, up in that store, like I said, they had some of the people in the store hostages, but they was wasting some of them, man. Like I said before, Salakia, for this kind of like mumble dream. So usually when I have a vision, what I'll do is I'll take a time to write out my points and to make it explain the best I can. But I just wanted to upload this immediately before I forgot any of it. But man, basically, hey, the Lord delivered, man. Like I said, for his quick dream of spiritual power, man. Hey, the Lord gave us, man. He gave us spiritual, super strength. We had heightened senses. Okay, we had fight abilities. Let me get that. Okay, Psalms 144. That's the spirit, man. 144. Psalms 144th chapter, man. Psalms 144:1, the Psalm of David. "Blessed be the Lord, YAHAWASHI, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight," man. Okay. It says, "My goodness and my fortress, my high tower and my deliverer, my shield and he in whom I trust, who subdueth my people under me," man. Okay, and the Lord was subduing those people under us, man. Them troops, man. Okay, because these troops, like I said, they had ARs, had bulletproof helmets, bulletproof vests. Hey, it's gonna be nothing you can do with Esau in the carnal realm. Esau's about to get down, man. I mean, like I said, he was coming after everybody, Edomites, Israelites. I mean, it didn't matter what you were, bro. If Esau has, like, don't forget the Georgia Guidestones, man. The first commandment. I don't really want to say the word because, they track your channel sometimes now. And you talk about the depopulation, so to speak. But nevertheless, hey, man, I mean, Esau's about to come down having a great wrath. So stay alert, Akim, stay in the spirit. But best believe, hey, keep the faith in YAHAWASHI. In the back of your mind, when all the hell breaks loose, remember that the Lord is with us, Akim. I'm read that again. Psalms 144:1. "Blessed be YAHAWASHI, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight." And that's what the Lord did, man. Like, literally in an instant, boom, he just tapped into our spirit. Like I said, I just prayed. I was like, Lord, I was in the gym. Like, it was literally nothing I could do in the carnal sense. I remember I was like, prayer, I was like, YAHAWASHI, deliver. I was like, I basically was like, deliver, fulfill what you promised. You promised you were going to help us, man. Basically, the Lord instantly, boom, in my spirit. Like I said, I had heightened sense. I had super strength. I was bulletproof. I was shooting like energy blasts, fire out of my hands. Like, it was literally nothing the troops could do with us, man. Like, it was literally nothing they could do. Like, anything they tried, it was worthless, man. So I mean, I don't want I could be here all day getting scriptures about the spiritual power. Like I said, I've done a lot of videos on the spiritual power. I actually had what's crazy? I actually had one plan. This morning, I actually had a plan to do a video about the spiritual power. Okay, based on some powers, etc. from the video game Mortal Kombat. But basically, the Lord gave me the actual vision of spiritual power. So I sincerely hope this is edifying. I don't want to go on forever, but it was a heavy vision, man. I mean, the Lord was dealing heavy with his men. Like, it was like, hey, second Esdras to tell you, then 16th chapter tell you, then shall be known who am I chosen. You gonna know who the prophets, who the men of YAHAWASHI is very, very soon, man. When Esau comes down, the Lord is he's gonna counter, man. Okay, like I said before, if you're doing for you brothers who are out there with little ones and women, etc., hey, the Lord is gonna lift up a standard, as well as for the women who believe, the sister women, who watch these videos, day in and day out, who's not participating in the war. The Lord's gonna lift up that standard, man. So Lord willing, I hope this was an edifying faith booster, man. With that, I want to say, call Lord YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, HALAL, BAHASHAM, QADASH, the Barnes, the Apostle, GREATMILLSTONE, Shalom, the hopeful elect.